What's up, guys? How are you? Happy Thursday. Welcome into another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast, brought to you by our friends at BettingPros. My name is Matt Perrault. I am your host for this 365-day extravaganza that we call the Daily Juice, and you guys can follow me across my socials at Sports Talk Matt, where some of you guys are deciding to write me DMs that are just a little bit crazy. I get it. We're into that time. It's the week of the Super Bowl. Everybody's jacked up and the podcast is growing and new people are coming in. But just for you guys who are really new, I don't pick the play of the day on the BettingPros app or bettingpros.com. You'll see a pick of the day. I do a pick every single day, picks every single day. So they occasionally, more than occasionally, probably 6 days out of 7, they'll take one of my plays at random. And they will put that on the app as the play of the day. There's no rhyme or reason. At one point last June, we hit 24 out of 28 straight. So I know if some of you are new, you might go, well, Matt, man, that's just, you keep on losing. We lost last night. The one bet we lost last night was on the hook. 143, it fell. We had 142 and a half. If they didn't have those 5 points in 2 seconds, it was layup, foul, 3-point play in 2 seconds. If that didn't happen, if just one of those buckets was made and not 3 points as a gift, the game goes under and we sweep the board and we go 3-0. The play of the day, I've got nothing to do with it, okay? Just so we know. I have nothing to do with it. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. Play everything, play nothing. Listen or follow, fade or not. It's all up to you, all right? But just understand that coming in my DMs and saying, you really shouldn't. Someone said I was on a historically bad run for my play of the day. I don't pick it, all right? I got nothing to do with it. I just make the plays. And then Betting Pros picks it, and they put it up, and they do their thing, okay? That's just how it works. What happened last night? Winning night. 2-1 for us last night. Obviously, that first prop in the Super Bowl, that's for Sunday, but 142 and a half, that should say. It fell 143. We should have gotten there. It was just such a bummer. But we got the over easily with Missouri and Tennessee. Game flew over. Creighton wins the game by double digits. It's a 2-1 night, up 0.9 for us here today, which is good. All right, another NFL prop for the Super Bowl, and then 3 bets, 2 bets in hockey, and one bet in college basketball. You cannot bet the NBA today, all right? NBA, trade deadline day, not betting anything. You can't even bet props. Who knows who's getting traded? Brandon Ingram just got traded tonight. Jimmy Butler got traded tonight. Will Kevin Durant get traded today? I mean, there are so many moving parts to the NBA tonight. It is an absolute no play for me on every side. Total, props, nothing, 0. Wait and watch for pre or post trade deadline, which is noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the NBA trade deadline? Yeah, nothing. I want nothing on the NBA today. But let's talk about Devontae Smith. Now, he has played the Chiefs twice. Different players, different defenses. But the numbers are pretty interesting. Devontae Smith played in 2021 against the Chiefs. He had 7 catches for 122 yards. He was a bigger weapon in the offense back in 2021. But in 23, odd years, 21, 23, 25. 23, he had 6 receptions for 99 yards. He has not scored a touchdown yet against these Chiefs. However, his prop is set at 50-plus yards at most sports books. He had 45 yards against the Commanders, didn't go over. Had 21 yards against the Rams, didn't go over. But had 56 yards against the Packers, or 55 yards against the Packers back on January the 12th. So, okay. I think Devontae Smith is going to have a big game here because I think play action is going to be big for the Eagles. I think the Chiefs are going to gear up to stop Saquon Barkley. And I think Jalen Hurts is going to have to throw the football. And I think the Chiefs are going to say, if we lose because Jalen beats us throwing the football. We're not going to lose because Saquon Barkley gets out and runs for 150, 200 yards on us. Chiefs are tough to run on at times. They've been leaky. So it's hard to bet those Saquon props just because of that reason. Could Saquon pop one? Absolutely. Will they keep on giving him the football? Sure. But I think play action comes into play. And rather than bet the receptions, I've seen a lot of people take Devontae Smith receptions. I'm just going to go ahead and bet over. It's only minus 114 for 50 yards or more for Devonta Smith. I'm taking that. Our second prop here for the Super Bowl, Eagles wide receiver Devonta Smith over 50 yards receiving, 50 or more yards receiving at minus 114. You can bet minus 0.57 units on that here today for us on that. FanDuel, DraftKings had the bet last night. FanDuel has the bet tonight for those prop bets here today. Obviously, shop around to get the best price. Bet number one for tonight. Let's talk St. Mary's in San Francisco. St. Mary's on the year is 6-4 ATS. They are 8-2 over their last 10 games, and they are 8-2 against the West Coast Conference. They're just 11-11 ATS on the year. San Francisco is 10-12-1 ATS on the year. At home, they're 7-6, but in conference play, they're 4-7. They're 3-7 over their last 10. These teams played earlier this season in a game on the 23rd of January, just about a week and 2 weeks ago. St. Mary's St. Mary's was at home, and they won the game by 20. They were 10.5-point favorites, and they won by 20. This game is now at San Francisco, and the number is 6. It's the right number. It should be 6. The Creighton Blue Jays last night being 3.5-point favorites after winning by 20 against Providence, being a 3.5-point favorite. That was not the right number. Jays won the game by double digits. Ryan Kalkbrenner ran for 35 points and 12 rebounds. He was unbelievable for the Jays. St. Mary's has been hot. St. Mary's is coming off of a huge win over Gonzaga at home. They were home dogs. They won by 4. They've been really impressive this season. Impressive against the number. They have covered. They've won and covered every game except one, dating back to the 2nd of January. That was a 5-point win against Washington State on the road. They laid 6. They won by 5. Every other game's been a win by big numbers. 30, 23, 25, 47, 24, 20, 13, 4. Covering against Gonzaga. They were favored in every game except the Gonzaga game. St. Mary's is red hot. I'm going to keep on betting it. 8-2 in the conference. Just like the Jays here from last night. We're going St. Mary's laying 6. St. Mary's laying 6 on the road at San Francisco for 1.1 units. All right, let's talk hockey. The Vegas Golden Knights are on the road against the New Jersey Devils. New Jersey is 15-8-4 at home this season. The Vegas Golden Knights are 12-11-3. Vegas has lost 4 consecutive games, 4-3, 2-1, 4-2, and 2-1. On the flip side, the Devils lost 3-2, 4-3, 5-0, 4-2 over their last 4 games, 2-2 straight up over those last 4 games. But the New Jersey Devils, who are at home, are 8-2 to the under at home over their last 10 games. On the road for the Vegas Golden Knights, they are 5-4-1 to the under over their last 10 games on the road. We're going to get starting goaltenders. It looks like we're getting number ones here, unconfirmed, but Aiden Hill, number 1 for the Golden Knights, but Nico Dawes, this kid has played 1 game so far, 3-2 win or loss. So he played 1 game so far. He is a 24-year-old from Germany. 3-2 shootout win over Pittsburgh. Game went under 6, under 5.5 as well for Pittsburgh on the road. He's now making his home debut. Allegedly, we'll see if he actually starts or not. But all 3 goaltenders for New Jersey, I'm cool with. No matter who they wind up playing in net, all 3 of them, I'm good with it. Allen, Markstrom, or Dawes, and Hill going, or Samsonov going for that matter with Vegas, I'm cool with it. The total is 6. We're going to bet under 6. Pay a little juice on it, minus 120, but under 6 for Vegas and the Devils. Let's keep it going here. I know Vegas can score, but Vegas 2-1, 4-2, 2-1, the last 3 games, all under 6, and losses on top of that. Devils again at home are 8-2 to the under. First matchup of the season between these two. Let's go under 6 for 1.2 units. And finally, we go to Utah and Columbus. Now, Utah, if you look at trends and streaks, Utah, first period unders. Utah has gone under in the first period 5 consecutive games. I don't mind betting the under in this game. If you shop around and see what you can find, 5.5 or 6, I don't mind the under overall with Columbus and Utah. Utah's been solid to the under this year, and Utah at home this year, over the last 10 games, they've been an under team. Overall, let's see, for the Utah, they're 15-9-3 to the under at home this season. On the road this year, they are, Utah is 14-10-2 to the under overall. At home for Columbus, we've talked about them. They're a little bit on the over side. They're 18-7 at home to the over. Columbus is at home here. I'm going to take a shot. Okay, we haven't done one of these before. I don't think I know in 25 we haven't. I think this is our first period bet of the entire hockey season. Utah, 5 straight wins to the first period under. Columbus has been sort of an up and down team, but we're getting number 1 goaltenders allegedly here on this. I think it could be 1-0 Columbus after 1. I don't think Utah scores, and I'm going to play it because it's an even money bet. Even money, 3-2 was the final in Utah. It was 0-0 after the first period. Let's go 0-0 again here between Utah and Columbus. Even money, first period, under 1.5 goals for Utah and Columbus. The game can fly over in the second and third periods. Let them go crazy. But first period, under 1.5 goals, even money, the bet for that. All right, so the plays for us, Devonta Smith in the Super Bowl, over 50 or more yards receiving for minus 114. St. Mary's tonight on the road against San Francisco, laying 6 for 1.1 units. The Devils and the Golden Knights under 6 for 1.2 units. And Columbus and Utah, first period under even money. We're going to take a shot and fire on that with Columbus and Utah here tonight in the NHL. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all of my socials at Sports Talk Matt. Every morning, wherever you guys get your podcasts, it is the Daily Juice.